What up, YouTube, and welcome back to another pitch black video on my way to work. Last time we chatted about just creepy things that have happened to me, just like maybe paranormal, actually probably paranormal things have happened to me, and we touched a little bit on commentary. I'm going to continue on the creepy train to talk about some scary dreams that I've had lately. Before I do, please like, subscribe, watch. I don't know why you would want to watch, because this time of year you really never see my face, but next week I'm going to be in the process of rolling out some edits and probably a different upload schedule so that I can upload during daylight hours, because it's dark at 7 a.m. So with that, let's jump right into the video. Today's video, I want to talk about some scary dreams that I have. And I've talked to people about their own scary dreams, but the one thing that is a commonality is a bunch of people that I've talked to do not remember their scary dreams. And with that, I'll just say this. If you remember the scary dream, it was messed up enough that your brain's gonna hold on to that information and be like, wow, that was pretty screwed up. So I've had two reoccurring dreams. I would say they probably started last spring, early summer. And the one reoccurring dream has to do with vomiting, which I'm not going to get into too much. It's self-explanatory, but it's basically different scenarios, people, and there's almost always vomiting. It's a lot of vomiting, and I don't like it. The other reoccurring dream that I have seems pretty specific to be a reoccurring dream, but when you know me as a person and understand how much anxiety I had attached to being in high school, you'll understand this one. But basically, I would go into my school and I wouldn't know where my locker is, I wouldn't know where any of my stuff was, I wouldn't know my schedule or where I'm supposed to be. I would always be late, and I would just sit in class with no supplies, not having any idea what's going on. Now, to a lot of people, that's like, oh, it's not a scary dream. It's pretty scary not knowing stuff to begin with, but also being in a dream and just that panic of trying to figure stuff out, it's not too pleasant. Non-specific reoccurring dreams, I have had several different kinds of apocalypse dreams, and I have had dreams of falling, which are usually kind of like mini clips of dreams. Those don't really have a lead up, but they always end in me catching myself, which is a fun time. What I want to talk to you today is mainly about the 3 dreams that I had within the last 6 days. It started Saturday night, and I had a dream that I was in my ex's house wearing an engagement ring, and I broke up with him in his house and handed the ring back and started putting my stuff in trash bags, and it was all just very non-reactive, and I remember expecting a reaction, but it was just like silent hatred. For those of you who don't know, which is probably everybody, because I don't know if I've ever shared the story with the internet, I actually broke up with my ex over the phone, which sounds like a terrible thing to do, but if you knew my ex, you probably would have too. And then the next dream that I had was Monday night, and this dream is like very confusing. There's 3 parts to it. The first part to it is I'm in this like old, dusty, weird arcade, but it's for sure like inside a YMCA building with terrible lighting. And I remember playing this crane game and trying to get just the green gumballs in a crane game. I have no idea, but it was really hard to just get the green gumballs. And then I left that part of the dream, and I remember being in a like school courtyard, like walking around outside of a school, and trying to find a way to get to another school so that I wasn't late. Why are all my dream schools? And I remember walking, it was kind of this sheer cliff. It was like, it wasn't rocky, it was for sure like all grass, but it was just steep. It was like 90 degrees. Then I remember looking at that 90-degree angle down to the other school building and just being like, nope, and walking all the way around to get into the school building. So that feeling of almost falling and almost choosing to like go down the hill was also creepy. But the last part of the dream really takes the cake, because I go into this school building and all the other students have like their notebooks and their textbooks and stuff, and I have papers and checkbooks that aren't mine, and I have a teacher come over to my desk and start talking to me as if I'm this person from many years ago that's committed this crime. I don't remember the name they used, but they finally found me and they're gonna punish me and I'm gonna get the punishment that I deserve and blah blah blah. And I was like, this is really weird, because I'm sitting through this class and at the end of the class is the punishment, and I'm like, the whole time I'm going, I didn't do this, this wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. And they drag me out to, it's almost like a maintenance garage door kind of a thing, but it leads out into a river, and I'm fighting and they just force me into an oversized Yeti cooler full of melting ice and push the Yeti cooler out into the river so that I can ultimately drown and or freeze to death, which was the end of the dream and probably the scariest part. The third dream that I had was Tuesday night. It had to have been Tuesday night or Wednesday night. But I was in my work building, which is a school-related building, and this was barely a dream, but I guess I'll just throw it in there. I was in my work building and all the lights shut off at once, and my boss goes, "We're shutting it down, we're done," which would normally mean like, oh yeah, like we have a positive case, we're not going to be able to run school anymore. Except when she said it, it was like the beginnings of apocalypse type situation. Like no cars on the road, no lights are on, it's stormy outside, and I just remember feeling angry at the idea of packing everything away and having to leave the building. But those are 3 really creepy dreams from this week that I remember, and some reoccurring dreams that I've had. I know that there are dreams from my childhood that are extremely like weird, graphic, scary, that I only remember bits and pieces of. So if you guys want more dream stories, give this video a thumbs up. I'm sure I could come up with some from childhood or something. But if you like this video, I'll try to make more like it. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.